Hi there, my dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans here in the continent, and to those who are in the diaspora. I'm very glad to be with you at this moment where we are going to share some updates and information from our mother continent, Africa. My dear lovely family, friends, if you are new in this platform, this is our platform where we come together as Africans to share our thoughts, ideas, to find best solutions for our challenges. As you know, Africa, we have a lot of challenges, but this is a place where we come together as Africans to share our thoughts, to find best solutions. And of course, I'm very happy to inform you that some of our solutions has been taken by our leaders, and we see our leaders have started working with your solutions that have been provided through this platform. Kings and queens, ladies and gentlemen, this week many things happened, from southern part of the continent to the central part of the continent to northern part, eastern part, and western part. Starting with the southern part, you remember this week Namibia's sworn in first female president, Her Excellency Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwa. So this is a good news that first female as a president in Namibia, Her Excellency Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwa has been sworn in. This is a good news, and also as we remain in southern part of the continent, you remember the issue of Afrikaners or white farmers in South Africans prepared to send delegations to meet Mr. Donald Trump to reclaim the Cape Coast independence. So they want the Western Cape to become an independent country for the white South Africans. Apart from that, if we go to eastern part of our mother continent Africa, in DRC, you remember President Paul Kagame and President Felix Tshisekedi for the first time this year met face-to-face in Qatar, in Doha, Qatar, under the Emir of Qatar. So those are just what happened this week. As we go to approaching to the central part of Maghreb, you remember the Sudan is not at ease. Sudan is at war right now, and the government troops declared to reclaim or to retake the state house from RSF forces. So Lapidi state force, I think something like that. Also, apart from that, if we go to western part, in Niger, Mali, and Burkina Faso, you remember that Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso withdrawn from La Francophonie. So that is an organization of French-speaking countries where Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso exit that organization. Apart from that, in Ghana, many things happened. In other African countries, many things has happened. As we go back to Democratic Republic of Congo, you remember the president of Congo, Felix Tshisekedi, has invited America to have a deal with Congo on critical minerals. So those are just a few things that happened in our mother continent, Africa. If you have anything, please make sure that you share with us through the comment section, and also you share the video to other Africans. Let us start with the issue of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso. As you know, these young leaders are the new revolutionary leaders in this continent. This week, as I said, Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso withdrawn from international French-speaking organization La Francophonie. So, my dear lovely family, friends, the reason behind of Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso to withdraw from this French-speaking international community, La Francophonie, is because majority of their people in Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso are not speaking French. So, it is just a small group that are speaking French. Even in many African countries, not all people are speaking English. English is not maybe an official language for the continent of Africa. Yes, we are using English because our colonial masters divided us into these English countries and French countries, but majority, if you go to these countries where people are speaking English, majority are not speaking English. They are speaking their native languages. So that's why Mali, Niger, and Burkina Faso have decided to say we cannot become English-speaking country while our people are not, majority of them are not speaking French. So that is the first reason. Second reason is to cut the chains from France, as we know, my dear lovely family, when these leaders came to power. First of all, they expelled France from their country and cut relationship with France. And you cannot continue to use French or someone language who is your colonial master, then you have cut relationship with him or with her, then you use your his or her tools. I think that's why these countries have decided to cut or to withdraw from this French-speaking international organization, La Francophonie. Those are just two reasons why these countries withdrawn from that organization. Apart from that, let us remain in Niger. Recently, Niger has expelled these Chinese managers for delaying some projects, and of course, Niger has taken control of their minerals. That is what happened this week. You see, from Niger to Burkina Faso, dear lovely family, have been sharing good news from Burkina Faso many times. Recently, Burkina Faso has inaugurated the cement industry. Of course, I haven't shared this video, but I will share it. This week, Captain Ibrahim Traore visited central part of the country where inaugurated the cement industry. So industries are still building in Burkina Faso. You see, this young man is so visionary, and industries are being built in Burkina Faso, and this is making us to understand that things is possible if leadership is working. People are going to get jobs, circulation of money are going to be there, and that's the good thing from Burkina Faso. Apart from that, from Mali, also good things happened there. This week, I remember Mali received some ammunition and weapons. It means Mali is ready to fight terrorists and to bring peace in Mali. So those are just update from Sahel and western part of our mother continent, Africa. Let us now move to Democratic Republic of Congo. As I said at the beginning, dear lovely family, friends, this week President Tshisekedi and President Kagame for the first time met face to face in Doha, Qatar. The aim was to share their thoughts, to find solutions for what's happening in Eastern DRC. All of us, we know that right now in Eastern DRC, there's war going on there. There's no peace. People are fighting there. But there's those who may be saying M23 or AEFC is supported by Rwanda. The president of DRC has claiming and accusing President Kagame for supporting these group labels, but they met together in Doha, Qatar, to discuss what they can do to bring peace, because these are neighboring countries. What happened in DRC also will affect Rwanda. So it is better to seek peace for Eastern DRC. Also, another issue that shocked many Africans is the issue of Democratic Republic of Congo offering minerals to Mr. Trump. You know, this has sparking on social media, going viral, people reacting. But President Tshisekedi said that Congo need partnership with any country that can utilize resources well. So America is prepared to have deals with Congo on critical minerals. But one thing that many Africans have been asking is because the speculation is about America bringing their troops in DRC, especially in those areas where there's minerals. And this is what people have been claiming, that maybe President Tshisekedi is going to sell part of the country to America. Because if you give America minerals, then you allow America to deploy troops. It means that areas, even your citizen cannot enter in that area. Even the president himself cannot enter, because America will take that part and own that part, and they will take minerals, of course. They have been taking minerals since then. Then it means citizens will not access that area. Just imagine if the war is going to end tomorrow, and yet you have already signed agreement with America for maybe for 50 years. What would happen for the last 49 years? It means your people will not have access to these resources. And these Americans or white people are so tactic. They know how to play with us. They will not sign an agreement of maybe a single year or 2 years. They will not do like that. They will sign an agreement maybe for 100 years to have access to those resources. You see? So I think these things need to be taken care of. But all in all, that is what happened in Democratic Republic of Congo, that the government of DRC is seeking collaboration with America to have deals on minerals. But the aim is America to bring troops in DRC to fight M23. That is only the aim of the government. But all in all, people have been criticizing this decision by saying that this is going to undermine and to allow others to take portion of our land or of our resources, instead of finding the best solution to seek peace, and then people will come together to have access to these resources. We have seen countries such as Mali, Niger, Burkina Faso, they have taken controls of their natural resources. So to allow this to happen, I think Africa, we are not safe. We are not safe. And I don't know if our leaders are discussing, if we talk about the security, if you allow someone to come and bring his troops to your country, you are not safe. So to allow America to bring troops in DRC, the whole region of East Africa is not at peace, because America is so advanced. They know they have technologies, so they will undermine the whole region of East African community. And remember, Congo is a member of East African community. So it means if you are one member of East African community, or your organization is finding someone who is being exploiting, and then he invite a thief, I think you are not safe. You are not safe. And that's why we are saying we need to find maybe another way. But all in all, those are just what happened to our mother continent, Africa. Dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, those are just some updates from what happened to our mother continent, Africa. If you have anything, please make sure that you share with us through the comment section. Today we have been sharing what happened. Just a few things happened in our mother continent, Africa. I shared the issue of Namibia swearing first female president, Her Excellency Netumbo Nandi Ndaitwa, and also the issue of South Africa, the issue of, Afrikaners and AfriForum are prepared to send delegation in America to meet Mr. Trump for Cape Independence. And also we shared the issue of DRC, as well as in the West Africa, in Sahel region. But let us now go back to the issue of Eastern Cape, or Cape Independence. I have been saying this many times, and I will continue to say, white South Africans have been robbed by the white who are in Europe or in America, because we know that the minority of white South Africans are the ones who own the large area of the land. Almost 80% of the land in South Africa is owned by white minorities. And in this land, there's minerals, there's resources, there's water, there's potentials for agriculture. So, and these white South Africans, they are selling, or sometimes they have been entered some agreements with Americans or with Europeans to have access to these critical minerals, or to minerals that are in that land, because that land is not owned by the government, it's owned by individuals. You see, so individuals has ability to enter maybe agreement with some companies in Europe, in America, or even with the government of America. You see, because this is not the land of the government, it's the land of someone. You see, so due to that, when South African government came with the idea of appropriation of land without compensation, or taking the land or sharing the land, it looks like those companies who are companies that are in America or in Europe, they are going to lose some portion of minerals. They are going to lose some portion, or they are going to lose totally some minerals. So what they are doing is to reclaim Cape Independence in order for these white people to remain under controls of those areas where there's minerals. That is what they are doing. So they are pushing the agenda of Cape Independence to continue to own these critical minerals. And you know the story of Olania, where black people are not allowed even to cross. They have their own country. In Olania, whites in South Africa, they have their own currency, they have their own education system, they have their own flag, their own anthem. They do their own things without being interfered by the government. It is a small country in South Africa. It's a white country in South Africa. You see? So they want to expand. What they want to do is to expand the whole region of Western Cape, or of Cape, to become an independence. And that's why they are pushing agenda of Cape Independence. But all in all, as we know, dear lovely family, if we will allow white South Africans to have their own country, what's happening in Middle East will happen in Africa. I'm telling you the truth. Because the time will come when these whites, they will have children. The population will grow. When the population will grow, the area will become small. So they will try to find or to expand area. At that time, it's where the war will start between whites and black people. And these whites will be supported by their brothers and sisters, by their relatives in Europe or in America. So black people, as we know, that Africans, we have no tendency of supporting each other. We don't have tendency of protecting one another. And that's why even now, what's happening in South Africa, Trump has cut aid, has threatened South Africa. You never heard anything from African countries. You see? When white South Africans are lamented, America is saying something. You see? But when black people in South Africa are lamented, you can't hear any African countries talking about anything. We keep silence. We fear one another. You see? So at that time, when white South Africans have their own country, they want to expand, to have large area, they will start a war. Then after starting a war, they will be supported by America. The way we see what is happening in the Middle East. So I think this is a precaution, and we need to warn ourselves as the people of Africa that let us not allow division. Let us, if those white South Africans, they don't want to live in South Africa, let us go out of South Africa. They can find somewhere else. Of course, Trump has already given them refugees mandates. They can go to become refugees in the US. If they want to go or to leave the country, they can leave. But to allow them to have their own country, I think is not fair. They would they will do something that will be terrible. And we should not allow, as I said, and of course we are talking about a united Africa. How can we have a united Africa while white South Africans, they see themselves not Africans, they see themselves as Europeans, and automatic, if they will have their own country, as I said this many times, they will join the European Union, they will join NATO, they will try to be out of Africa. So the issue of united Africa will be difficult. And whites and Europeans and these Western countries, they know very well. And these things, what they are doing, they know. Because they know that if Africa is going to unite, it means Africa, we are going to have control over our natural resources. If we are going to have control over our natural resources, the industries are going to collapse. Their power is going to be reduced. They're going to be weak because they are powerful because of our natural resources. They are powerful because of our resources. So if Africa will come together, the day Africans will say we are going to unite, we'll get leadership, such as the leadership in Sahel, when all leaders will have one vision that let us unite. I think that's the day when America will collapse. That's the day when European will collapse. And that's why they're busy trying to form their own organization. They form NATO, they form these Western allies, IMF, to control Africa. Because they know Africa don't have money. If they control money, automatic Africa will become beggars. They control military, they control spaces. So Africa, I think we must be careful with what's happening. But all in all, dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, we need to come together. We need to work together. We need partners. We don't need exploiters. We need partners. We need America to do business with Africa in a win-win situation. But also, in order to have a win-win situation, Africa must first of all unite. So those are just my opinions, and I hope you have more views and best views on this matter or on this matter. Please share with us through comment section, and also, as I said many times, try to share these videos to others. This is a platform where Africans, young people, we come together to find best solutions. We discuss African culture, African stories, updates, politics sometimes, and also development. Dear lovely family, friends, fellow Africans, up to that, let me say thank you. Have a nice time. See you next time. Stay in power. Thank you.